This is the 2013 Honda Civic EXL with navigation. It is fully loaded. This one stickers at $24,555. And as you may know, the Civic has been a huge player in this compact car segment. And when it was all new a couple years ago, it came under criticism that it had kind of lost some of its luster, that Honda had kind of taken its eye off the ball in terms of the small car segment, and needed to get this car back into the shop for a once over. And here a couple years later, they are launching this refreshed model. One of the biggest changes that I see here is in the instrument panel. On the previous version, this section right here used to be kind of a mess of intersecting lines. It didn't make a whole lot of sense, and here they've simplified it. They've made it much more straightforward, gotten rid of some of those clunky seams that were on the instrument panel, so it's definitely better. So has Honda made all the fixes that are necessary? It's definitely better than it was previously. Something that still bothers me is here, right in the center stack, you still have this kind of offset where it's an angle toward the driver, which of course makes it more ergonomic for the driver, but aesthetically you kind of end up with this disjointed look here where nothing is quite square to the shifter, as you can see there. It's on an angle. It's a little bit harder for the passenger then to reach some of the controls, but the materials overall are pretty good. Have this nice metallic bezel around the instrument panel. It also has faux metallic trim here on the door. This is the beige interior with a darker trim up top, and this stitching here, I don't know if it's going to come through but this on the camera, but this stitching that runs across the door panel and then runs along the instrument panel, that is not real stitching. That is faux stitching, as opposed to the stitching here on the seats. The stitching on the seats, as well as on the center armrest here, that is real stitching. So the refreshed Civic is quite comfortable, well appointed. I will show you the back seat here now. There's plenty of headroom in the in all three seating positions in the back. Fairly comfortable. The problem with this segment is that it's become so crowded with some excellent entries. We have the Elantra, we have the Focus, we have, of course, the Chevy Cruze. They're all doing fairly well in the market. The Kia Forte also. So the Civic is up against some tough competition, but it's good to see that they have made some improvements here in Honda's important compact car entry.